Hi, Professor Christensen. I'm Dan Kamarick, and I will be doing a team player case 2-1. So the facts of the case, there is a team of 5 working on an audit, and after the inventory count was completed, they found that there was an error, and some of the inventory was double counted, so that would result in an overstatement in the financials. Of the 5 staff, then 2 wanted to bring it to the senior auditor's attention because they realized that this error could be larger than that they found, and so this could materially affect the audit and presents potential audit risks that they would issue a unqualified opinion when in fact there is a material misstatement on the financials. The other 3 staff were against bringing it to the senior auditor because they were already behind on work. Bringing it to the attention would make them seem incompetent, and also the overtime that they would have to put in is not billable, and they'd have to be working a lot to try to catch up and stay on top of it. The senior auditor would also be frustrated with them because they would not be on schedule. So the cognitive shortcoming, the main one that did not want to bring it to the attention, her name is Diane. She is stuck in kind of a system 1 thinking. The system 1 thinking is when we're making the short, quick decisions and not necessarily thinking through all of the consequences that the issue at hand could potentially bring up. System 2 thinking, which she is not doing, but what Barbara is doing, is kind of a slower process, but you're making more thoughtful decisions. So although you're not making decisions super fast, you are thinking through each of the issues and each of the consequences of those issues. So that's what Diane's issue is, I believe, in this case study, is that she does not want to look incompetent, she doesn't want to do the extra work, and then it's not billable, and she's in that system 1 thinking. In the Kohlberg stages of moral development, these are applied to Barbara, the one wanting to bring it to the attention of the auditor. The first is obedience to rules, and it is the duty of an auditor to state that the financial statements are free from material misstatement, and so she should bring it to the attention of the senior auditor. Number 2 is satisfying one's own needs. So although she may look inefficient as the team, but she would feel more secure in her work and feel better about the decision that she made. Fairness to others. If she wants her peers to like her, then she should not pursue it. But if she wants to prevent the loss of jobs and the consequences of issuing an unqualified opinion when there is a material misstatement, then she should pursue it, because it would protect not only her job, but also the reputation of the firm. The law and order, bringing it to the senior auditor, even though it may result in disapproval from coworkers, because it's the right thing to do and it's the duty of an auditor. Number 5, social contract, to consider the pros and cons of bringing it up. So there's a few pros and cons to both. I've already kind of talked about those a little bit. If they did bring it up, then they'd have to do extra work. They would frustrate the senior auditor, but if they did not bring it up, it could cost the reputation of the firm and themselves as auditors. Number 6 is the universal ethical principles. This is where she should bring it up because she should ignore the opinions and the opinions of others and do what is ethically right, which is bringing it up to the senior auditor to ensure that what they are presenting in the financials is accurate, and they can say that they've audited the financials without a shadow of a doubt. If I was in Barbara's position, how to convey what I think to the group, then I think working with professionals, then they would be able to see the consequences of their actions, that it would be better to rework it to ensure that you're not issuing a unqualified opinion when there is a mistake in there. What do I need to say it to and when? I believe first you should bring it up to the group and maybe talk to Diane outside of the group setting. Maybe she doesn't want to be embarrassed in front of the group. But if not, then should bring it up to the senior auditor and bring up that error. What objections will the group bring up? Again, I think the main issues is the group doesn't want to be seen as incompetent, and so it is our duty as auditors to present the financials and say to the best of our knowledge the financials are free from material misstatement. And how could we do that if we knowingly issue an unqualified opinion when in fact there could be a material misstatement and we did nothing about it? So that is the case that I went over, and thank you.